New accusations of sexual misconduct are being leveled at powerful men seemingly every day. The latest could have national implications. In a story first reported by the Washington Post and confirmed by CBS News, 4 women accuse Alabama Republican Roy Moore of pursuing them when they were teens and he was in his 30s. Moore is running in a special election next month for the U.S. Senate, where Republicans hold a slim 52-48 majority. Nancy Cordes reports members of Moore's own party now want him out.
He should step aside if the allegations are true.
Judgment came swiftly for candidate Roy Moore today, as Senate Republicans universally condemned their would-be colleague.
The allegations, if true, to me, mean he needs to step aside.
Moore is a former Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court and a staunch evangelical.
But we're all created in the image of God.
But 4 women told the Washington Post that Moore pursued intimate relationships with them when they were teenagers. Lee Korfman says she was 14 and Moore was a 32-year-old assistant district attorney when he befriended her outside a custody hearing in 1979. She says he asked her for her phone number, picked her up in his car, and kissed her. On a second visit, he took off her shirt and pants and removed his clothes. He touched her and guided her to touch him over his underwear. I wanted it over with, Korfman says. I wanted out.
Abortion, sodomy, sexual perversion, sweep our land.
Republican leaders were already keeping their distance from Moore, who has suggested that Muslims should not serve in Congress and that 9/11 may have been God's punishment. Moore calls the new allegations completely false and has even begun fundraising off the news, urging God-fearing conservatives to fight back against the forces of evil by chipping in a donation.
It's a devastating, nasty story.
But even his fellow Alabama Republicans refused to stand by him, including Luther Strange, who lost to Moore in September's primary despite the backing of President Trump.
It's very, very disturbing what I've read about.
It's too late for Republicans to replace Moore on the ballot, even if he does decide to drop out. And Anthony, if Democrats were able to pick up a Senate seat in that deep red state, it would leave Republicans with just a 2-seat majority here in the Senate, making it even harder for them to pass priorities like tax cuts.
Nancy Cordes at the Capitol, thanks.